What's going on, y'all? So we are back. We are back for another What It Is. Okay, listen. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week so far. I know it's only halfway through. For me, it's feeling like I've been on a go for ever. Okay, listen. I'm gonna do a video on it, and I said I was gonna do it on Tuesday, but baby, I was just goddamn tired. I was just goddamn the shenanigans and the mess that went down on my sister's graduation weekend. Oh my god, it was just a lot. But your girl has graduated. I'm so proud of her. But we'll get into that in a separate video. But anyway, let's get into this what it is. A few stuff went down. A few stuff went down. And if some more stuff pop up that need to be said, I'll discuss it in another what it is extra like I did last week with Nene. But you know, given let's just go ahead and get into it. So one of the big news that came out earlier this week slash the weekend or whatever was the whole thing about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. They split up. They've been together for like a year or so, a year and some change. Let me just tell y'all this. I don't care. Okay, I don't care because I never believed the relationship in the first place. I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's because we just didn't, or at least I didn't expect her to be, or them to be, put them pairing together. That's what it is. Sometimes, you just don't expect certain people to go with certain people. Just like on not loving hip hop, but Real Housewives of Atlanta last night when, or I should say Sunday night, when what's today? Okay. Yeah, Sunday. Girl, I had to think about what the fucking day was. Sunday. Okay, yeah, Sunday night. When Marlo said that she was with Jazzy Faye or had a real thing for Jazzy. I just wasn't expecting that, because Marlo just seemed like the type. I know she, it's the little thing that's going around, the joke that's going around saying that she's after rich white old men, okay? But Jazzy Faye, being Jazzy Faye, I thought if she go without Marlo just seemed like the type of person that'd be about looks, be about aesthetics and stuff like that. So I just never thought it. Same thing with Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. Mind you, I get it. Lori went with Future and probably went with some other people, but at the same time, I just never put them two together, and it always looked mismatched to me because for some reason, I just didn't realize that she was as young as she was compared to him, and I don't know. The age difference never sat right a little bit, but they were grown, so nothing was wrong with it. But I was just like, what do you as a grown man compared to her? You're a grown man, okay? You're a grown man, and I know it's a 10-year age difference, but y'all in different places in y'all lives. So that's why I just took it as a publicity thing. Maybe to help her pop off her career, whatever it is that she was trying to get started from the ground, if that's what it was, or, him to combat some of the rumors that he only go after white women. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was, okay? But I just never brought it, and I wanted to because they did look kind of cute together. I'm not going to lie up until he grew that mustache and he started morphing into Steve Harvey. And that would have thrown me off like, damn, it's like I'm fucking my daddy and I don't want to do that, Maybe that's what she was thinking. But the rumor is, or allegedly what's going on is that they broke up. I think he called it off. That's what somebody was saying. Sources, quote unquote, sources say, you know, whew, excuse me. It was itching all day and I couldn't get that sneeze down. It just came out. But no, they were saying that man just bought a big house. He looking to settle down. He want a serious relationship and she just not there yet. And I will tell you this. When that video came out of her talking about her losing the 15 pounds or whatever because, she had gained the happy weight when she got into the relationship. And sometimes that happens when you're happy and you found love and your person and everything, and you just don't care. It's not that you don't care, you're not focused so heavily on, your weight gain or anything like that because your mate don't mind it, so you don't mind it, so fuck it. But, she said, let me get this 15 off and all this shit. I said, oh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Granted, I mean, because I'm like, what movie she about to be in? And to be honest, I honestly liked her with the weight. Okay, she looked a little. I liked her with the weight. You know what I'm saying? She okay now, but I liked her better with the weight. But to each his own is what she feels that she needed to do. But I just and then baby Michael, he showed up at the basketball game, and they had the camera all up in his face, all up in his face, and he was like, I said that man is hurt. That man is either hurt from embarrassment. I'm not gonna go in because I don't know if the relationship was real or not. You know what I'm saying? And the look on his face kind of gave me maybe it was, because he did look hurt. He was literally trying to show like he all good. I said no, you're not. It was okay if you would have just sat and you would have stayed in there. But you had to call in Lil Corday. Okay, you had to call in Lil Corday because, Lori wasn't there for the ticket, so the ticket couldn't go to waste. That's how you had to call in your little friend. They said the contract was up. Okay, the PR stunt is over. Did y'all believe the relationship was real? Were y'all rooting for him? Now, if I could definitively believe that the relationship was real, I would have 100% been rooting for him. I just didn't 100% believe it. So y'all tell me, because I love black love. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Unfortunately, we got some bad news, couple of bad news that happened over the weekend. This past Sunday, Atlanta rapper Trouble was killed in a home invasion on Sunday by this man, allegedly. His name is Jamichael Jones. He was 33 years old, and Trouble was 34. Basically, what happened was there was some domestic dispute between them. Trouble was at some girl's house in some apartment complex, right? They don't usually get all this type of drama, this type of mess that goes on. And what wound up happening is, oh boy, the alleged shooter, the alleged killer, he came into the house, and when, just, I guess, busting into the thing without permission. And when he spotted or realized who was in there, it was probably one of them quick things like, damn, okay, I see you, or whatever, and shot him in the chest. Come to find out, the boy is the ex to the girl that, Trouble, to the place that Trouble was over. You know what I'm saying? So it was basically an ex that just couldn't let go and couldn't take the fact that she said it's over, it's done with. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna go up in there and you shoot him, which make me feel as though was his whole intent probably was to come in there and shoot her. If he had not been there, he definitely would have tried to kill her first. He definitely would have tried to take her out first. And, his mama had to convince him to, call him, turn himself in. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, he's been charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, home invasion, and battery. His bond has been denied, and the next hearing is on the 15th, which is next week. Listen, throw the book at him. I don't even know Trouble, but I I don't know when did I first start seeing him, because he used to pop up in the Shade Room comments all the time. All the time. It was probably around a controversy with the baby, or, you know, something like that, something similar. One of those big old controversies. That's when I first started seeing him in the Shade Room comments. But then I haven't seen him as of late. And then to know that this happened, that's messed up. I don't know if I ever heard any of his songs, but that's really truly fucked up. I just feel like I don't know what's going on with these rappers these days. I just don't know what's going on with the world these days, because it's just like so many killings, so many rappers going to jail. We got, the whole situation with the YSL crew. They just put out there that Young Thug is not, getting out until his trial date, which is in January 2023. They denied him bail. Also, girl, Halle little man got arrested earlier today, but he got let out with $35,000 bond for a felony charge. They ain't tell us what it was. They ain't tell us what it was for, but they said he got arrested out there in California, in LA, and it was a felony charge. And I said, a felony, not a misdemeanor, but a felony? Felony, that's some jail time. Okay, that's some jail time. I said, oh no. Listen, the Halle girl, the Bailey kids are just going through it. They gotta learn. They gotta learn. When you fuck with street niggas, when you fuck with wannabe street niggas, This is what happens, okay? You know, and it's just so messed up for my little sis Hallie because they just put that little video out where she was teaching him how to sing, and it was so cute. You looked at both of them, and I said, "Damn." People was just saying that she was gone in love with him. I said, no, he in love with her too. I was like, oh no. And then to hear that, I said, child, it is a hard time out here these days. A hard time out here. Meanwhile, also, condolences to Trouble and his family, you know, and friends. Also, condolences to Metro Boomin, the producer. His mother over the weekend was killed by her boyfriend, who then killed himself. Now, bitch, why couldn't you just skip the step of killing her and just kill yourself? Why make somebody else hurt when you could just make your people hurt? Why you gotta bring other people in? Okay, like I just don't, you know, why even want to inflict that type of pain on anybody? Your family, their family. It's just, oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It was no reason. No reason. Condolences to him. Prayers to all of those involved. That's so messed up. I feel so bad. Um, I want Blac Chyna and Rob to go away. They going back and forth. They are going back and forth about this whole lawsuit because, you know, Blac Chyna went to court for the $100 million lawsuit that she sued against the Kardashians family for, you know, stopping the second season of Blac Chyna and Rob, you know, for coming through. Wasn't nobody, no, okay? Wasn't nobody finna just sit there and watch. I'm sorry, Chyna. What nobody finna just sit there and watch you. Rob didn't really want to do it, okay? Rob ain't been on TV since. And I'm pretty sure he just did that shit for you, okay? Because you said, I feel like pussy was involved. That's what I feel like. Because sometimes that's the only thing that make a man do some stuff, okay? Anybody, actually. You know, and I'm just like, because he ain't been on nothing since. Girl, he ain't even go out there to Courtney's wedding because he ain't want to be, you know, all up in the goddamn paparazzi and on TV and, you know, filmed and all that shit. Because, you know, the media can be ruthless and cruel, especially the fact that he's still not in shape and he's still a little overweight or whatever. They can be fucking cruel. If a person is going through something, let them go through it until they get out of it. They don't need that added pressure of you just, you know, making fun of them because, oh, he gained a little weight. Okay, so the fuck what? Your daddy probably looked just like him. Fat. Everybody ain't a twig, and everybody can't maintain it. You don't know what people going through. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I guess he violated some things that they had agreement, a settlement they had. They came to a turn to another lawsuit that was about to happen. She was about to sue him for the revenge porn, which honestly I feel as though she needs to continue that one. That is the one that she should have been pursuing wholeheartedly. Fuck the other thing with the TV show. This is the one that she should have been putting all her energy behind. Ain't no plea deal. Ain't no, I don't want no settlement behind the scenes of, you know, okay, well, if you help me dismiss this whole this whole lawsuit that this other guy that, you know, was your friend that we thought was gay, or I put out there said was gay or whatever, who I threatened to, you know, take out and all this shit. If you help I help you get him to stop trying to, you know, sue us on that shit, then you'll drop this whole thing or whatever and you agree on what we agree on with this settlement for the revenge porn. No. And I guess he violated some shit, so she done changed her mind because she pissed off at him for saying whatever it is that they had going on within that settlement. And my whole thing is this: Blac Chyna, you should have been, this is the case that we should have been hearing about. This is the one, because it probably would have put something in motion to let people know you cannot do this. You cannot do this because we clearly know, and everybody would have been on your side on this one. Everybody would have been on your side on this one because when y'all broke up, if y'all don't remember, when Blac Chyna and Rob broke up, Rob uploaded a couple of her nudes, and I mean full body, coochie, titties, all of that. Now, it's one thing to put your ass out there, but then to put her cuckoo, that was fucked up. That was revenge porn because he was mad as shit, and he has millions of fucking followers. Millions of followers. And I remember that whole time when it was out, and it got on Twitter, of course, and they was just spreading it around and everything. And I said, a typical nigga, just because things didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, you go and you try to hurt her even further because I guess she hurt you according to you, you know. So let let me get back at her by putting her news out there and embarrassing the fuck out of her. And I don't give a damn if she put her body out there herself. That's her right. You don't do that. That's fucked up and that's revenge porn. And he needs to get punished for that shit. That's not right. I don't give a fuck what your last name is, and I don't give a fuck what family you from. You need to be punished to the extent of law because that was fucked up. Focus on that, Blac Chyna. Okay, take that shit to fucking court. You got proof. Moving on from that, speaking some more shit about court people. Listen, everybody going down. Everybody's going down. We haven't talked about him in a minute, but y'all remember Welcome to Sweetie Pie? Tim Norman. Big hip Tim Norman. Them hips don't lie, Tim Norman. Baby making hips, Tim Norman. Listen, baby. Mind you, I believe Robbie, Auntie Robbie still, Miss Robbie still behind him. I just don't get it. That was your grandbaby because the last time I heard, she still standing behind her son. And I get it that that's your son, but the evidence is lining up. And why do these people who are facing life in prison without the possibility of parole, why would they lie at this point? And I get it. Some people say, yeah, they'll still lie, but still, at this point, who the fuck is Tim? I'm not gonna lie over that. And you ain't even pay this man that much, okay? So he back in the news now because the actual shooter who killed their nephew, his nephew, oh my God, what was his name? He was 21 years old, Andre Montgomery. The guy that did it, Travell Hill, he pleaded guilty to 2 charges, conspiracy to commit murder for hire and murder for hire. You know, and both of them charges automatically gives you a life sentence, okay, for each one, life in prison sentence. So he gets sentenced on September. I don't understand why we gotta wait. Girl, just throw it in. You get life. You get life. You get life. You're getting double life, okay? You're only gonna live half one, so you're just gonna be up in there for the rest of your life. So that's all we need to do. We don't need to waste no more taxpayer money or whatever. Just throw his ass up in there and just say, go ahead and go to sleep. And that's all you need to do. Okay? But yeah, he confirmed that, yeah, Tim the one that told us to do it. He paid me $5,000 to do it, and he paid the stripper what, $10,000 or $15,000 to lure the boy. And people was like, now hold up. So you threw your life away for goddamn $5,000 when he done paid the girl 15 or 10. Let me see how much he paid the girl. I don't know. It don't say it, but I do know it was more than what he did. You killed that man for $5,000. That is what's bothering me. Outside of the fact that you were okay with doing this to a 21-year-old who absolutely did nothing to you, and as you can see, did nothing to Tim. This goes to show people will sell their soul and do anything for money, no matter what the amount. Because $5,000, you can never get me to do anything for $5,000, bitch. I got $5,000 plus in my goddamn bank account. I don't need to do no shit for no $5,000. Now, bitch, when you can match that times 10, maybe. Match that times 10, maybe, but still, that still wouldn't be enough for me to put my life on the line to the fact that I might get caught and then my life get thrown away and then the money means nothing. Okay, like, oh my God, amateurs. I said, nobody looked at an episode of Snap. Nobody looked at the ID channel. Nobody looked at a true crime documentary so we could do this shit for real and not get caught. Nobody thought to ask and question why this motherfucker was doing this to this own relative. And then had the nerve. I will never forget when Sweetie Pie was on because that was my show to watch on Saturday. Okay? That was my show to watch on Saturdays, bitch. When he, oh my God, that episode when Charles was talking about Andre because they were close like this and he was crying and Tim just sitting there looking like, not one time, and I just looked back and think about some of the episodes when Andre was, after he passed, and they was talking about Andre, Tim not one time shed a tear. Just about everybody else did. Everybody else did, or everybody showed some type of emotion, like hurt or whatever. Tim, stone face, no emotion. Then on one episode, took Aunt Robbie, his mama, Andre's grandmama, to the actual site where the boy got shot and killed. I said, you sick bastard. You sick, nasty nigga. You love it in prison because he was in prison before he came out here and did them restaurants. He was in prison for 10 years. He was in prison for 10 years. Mind you, that was like his 10 years to his early 20s, like 10 years, mid-20s or whatever. Yeah. and then you get out and you try to make something of yourself. Now you make me think like, yeah, you deserve to be up in prison because whatever you did the first time, you did that shit on purpose. I said, you throw the book at him. Throw the fucking book at him. You know, they gonna fuck his, ooh. Them hips don't lie, bitch. They gonna boomerang that big ass on. Whoa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on from that, a little tech update. So the iPhone, they did the little, I guess the little conference or whatever. Y'all, I don't watch the Apple conferences and shit like that. Girl, just give me, if it's an update, just let me know, okay? I don't need to sit there and look at all the gadgets. I don't be hyped about shit like that. Girl, I'ma just, if my phone's still working, okay, is the update gonna make it run a little bit faster? If it's fucked up, is it gonna fix a little bit of bugs that y'all say it has? Okay, that's fine. So we finna get a new operating system, you know, iOS 16, and it say you will be able to unsend or edit text messages. You know, you have within, what it say? Users must do so within 15 minutes of sending, and then deleted messages can also be recovered up to 30 days later. You know, so, I mean, that's cute or whatever. Because, honestly, I have sent some messages out, and I'd be like, unsend, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I unsend? It's just going to show that I unsend it on my part, but they still got it. Because sometimes I be in my feelings, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you be up in your feelings and you just go ahead and go off of emotions, and then you like, damn it, bitch, I shouldn't have sent that. Let me unsend it. So that's good for me. That's good for me because, bitch, when people fuck me over, girl, I be emotional sometimes and I just go the fuck off, okay? And then sometimes I have to sit back and think like, oh my God, you didn't need to do that. Let me unsend it. And I be like, fuck it, too late. So that'll work for me, okay? Twitter needs to do something like that. Well, Twitter do delete, so that's fine. But then again, Twitter still won't give us the edit tweet button. So now we got to delete the whole thing and then come back and, girl, fuck it. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. I don't know if y'all a big fan of the Screen Empire, but I just found this information out. I love Scream. Like, I love the horror movies, okay? I love the old school horror movie, like the 90s, early 2000s. Some of the horror movies, the 80s even, you know, because listen, Friday the 13th, I will watch me a Jason marathon anytime. Every time that bitch come on, I'ma watch it. I done seen it 1,000 times already. Nightmare on Elm Street, I done seen it 1,000 times already. The whole complete series. I will keep on watching the whole franchise, okay? I just watched the Sleepaway series, okay? Dumb. After the first one, even the first one was stupid. After the first one, stupid as fuck. Stupid as fuck. And when it got to the last one, I was sitting there like that. Are you serious? I seen April Fool's Day. I seen Prom Night finally for the first time. The original Prom Night. All this time, I have never seen the original Prom Night. I just knew Jamie Lee Curtis was in it. It was cute. It wasn't all that I thought it would be. You know, I thought it would be something different, closer to how the remake Prom Night is. But it really kind of was, kind of wasn't. But I still watch it again. Just because Jamie Lee Curtis, I love her. Who else did I watch? Of course, the Halloween Michael Myers franchise. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'll look at that. I wish they'd bring another a movie for that one out. Jennifer Love Hewitt, girl, I mean, 911 on break for right now. You can go ahead and y'all can do that. You know what I'm saying? Brandy, you ain't got shit else to do right about now. Y'all can do that shit too. Because you survived in the second one. You survived, bitch. Okay, come through. Do that. I seen the TV series, the series that they did on Amazon Prime. It was cute. It was cute. I'll go back and watch it again. Girl, what other? Y'all put some other stuff down there. Of course, Chucky and shit like that. And Chucky is Child's Play. So Child's Play. Hellraiser, I just think that's cute. That's cute. They remaking Hellraiser too. I'm looking forward to that. So, and I think the person that's playing Hellraiser is a woman. So I need to see how that's gonna be. But I'm drawing a blank. But it's a whole bunch of them. Okay, I just seen the Leprechaun movies, the Leprechaun in the Hood. I said, girl, dumb as shit, but I still sit here and watch that shit like I ain't never looked at it before. All right, and Scream franchise. That is my show. I don't know what it is, but that movie, I remember when MTV came and brought it as a TV series, and the first couple of seasons was good. That third season, I don't know what was going on with it. Like at first, we ain't know, they said it was coming back, but then it took forever to come back, so we didn't know if it was coming back. And then it came back completely different from the first two seasons, and I was just like, girl, what the fuck is this? Okay, I mean, I still sat there and watched it, but I won't watch the last season like that. I'll go back and watch the first season and the original seasons back, and it still be good to me, you know what I'm saying? But I love the Scream movie, you know. So I was very much here for when Scream 5 came out, the latest one. But I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't know if everybody done watched it. It's been out by now, like it's on TV and DVD right about now. So it's something that happened in there with an original cast member that just like threw me for a loop and shocked the fuck out of me. I was just really hurt. I said, wait a minute, bitch. What? I wasn't expecting that shit. Okay? Man, I was trying to picture how they was gonna do this. Because when Scream 3 came out, I understood that. You know, I got that. It was a little campy. It was a little more corny than the first two. Some people probably don't really like Scream 3, but I still enjoy it, you know. But then I was like, when Scream 4 was coming out, how was they going to do that? How are they going to connect Dewey, Gale, and Sydney all with the new generation? Because it's a new crop of people, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I think for the time or the period that they did it, it was good enough. It was good enough. Could have been better, but it was good enough. Scream 5, I felt the same way. I was like, after all these years, how y'all gonna do this? Because Sydney old as shit. All right, Gail old as shit. Dewey old as shit. Hey, how y'all gonna put the old people with the new people and make a fresh story and make this fresh? I mean, they did what they had to do. Hurt my heart towards at a certain part, but you know, they did what they had to do. The kills was great, okay? And so, you know, they said after that, bitch, we gonna do a Scream 6. I said, cool. Now, how the fuck y'all gonna do this? Now, see, y'all gonna run this shit in the ground just like they did Jason. Jason had like 15 goddamn movies to it. Look at Halloween. Halloween done been dead and resurrected again, okay? Listen, there's like two different versions of Halloween movies, all right? The original and the other. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that we don't really count. But Sydney, aka Miss Neve Campbell, she put out there that Mama ain't coming back for Scream 6. Now at first she was, but then it was little rumors coming out that she not coming back. And I was just like, what the fuck? Girl, I tune into the Scream movies, and most of us do, because of the storyline with Sydney Prescott, Dewey, and Gale. But mostly Sydney. How is Sydney gonna get intertwined in all this all these years later, and how is she gonna get out of this, or is this gonna be the final one where Sydney get got? Okay, after all these years, can Miss Lady have some peace and quiet and harmony? Now we thought she had that in seeing Scream 5. Actually, she didn't, you know. But then we get Scream 6, and I guess Mama said no because they not trying to pay her what she deserved. And I said, you mean to tell me y'all want to be a penny pinching on the main person who let y'all make this franchise? If it was not, I can't even see nobody else playing Sydney Prescott at this point. Neve Campbell was the perfect person. Neve Campbell was the perfect person and perfect person. Let me get my words right. And y'all just not want to pay her? Y'all not gonna pay her? Like, what the fuck? I'm sitting here like, that don't make sense, and that's gonna fuck up the fucking franchise, because I really don't give a damn at this point. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna go pay for it. I'm not gonna go pay for it. I'll wait till the bitch come on TV, okay, or a streaming service to watch it, because if Neve Campbell ain't on there playing Sydney, and I ain't even like the fact that they brought Sydney in on Scream 5. She was barely in the movie. She was in it, but towards the end mostly, but that was when the movie was gonna go on. You know, probably like the last 30 minutes or whatever. I said, bitch, I guess. But, you know, whoever doing the movies or Scream, y'all fucked up. Pay that lady what you need to pay her so she can get on this screen and make this movie pop. Okay? Moving on from that. You want to know who needs to be pop? Jules. Okay? Daniel Smith Jr. All right? AKA Solange Knowles' son. AKA Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter's nephew. The first one. Let me just tell you this, okay? That little boy has turned out to be a lot of trouble. And I was not expecting it. But then again, I should have expected slightly something might happen like this because the mama was a little trouble. Okay? We forgot that Solange then fucked around and got pregnant when she was, what, 16, 17 years old. Okay? So, that was that. And one of the latest rumors about him was that he didn't have fucked around and got a bitch pregnant. I mean, a child pregnant, a girl pregnant that was around his age, okay? Mind you, I think he's 17 years old as well, okay? 17, 18 years old. I said, what the fuck is going on? Then remember that whole little scandal that happened with Scott Jackson and that video and all that shit with him. I said it was a mess. I said this boy, like he got put on punishment because they took his accounts away and everything. They put him on punishment. He finally get his stuff back, and then all of a sudden this rumor come out. This girl talking about some he allegedly got some girl pregnant. I said, oh my God. I didn't want to touch on it because no, that's none of my business and that's my family. But sometimes you gotta call family out, okay? I don't know what's going on over there, and hopefully y'all got that in check. But that's not what we here for. This little motherfucker is trying to rap. Now I hope that was just a play thing for TikTok. But if it was for real, just because your mama is musically inclined, and just because your auntie is musically inclined, and your grandma is musically inclined, and your granddaddy probably musically inclined too, because I think I remember hearing that he can do a little something too, that don't mean that you possess those genes too, okay? And if you do, you gotta hone them. You are part of a musical dynasty. Okay, you are part of legendary genes, and the people are gonna be a little bit more harsh on you when you come out with some fuck shit like you did, which I hope it's just play, And you put that shit out there to the world so everybody can judge you and be like, not Beyonce nephew, not Solange's son, not cranes in the sky. No, this is not it. And I just say, y'all, it's his daddy's genes, okay? His daddy working A&R. His daddy is not a rapper. His daddy is not a singer. He knew his strength. And his strengths was behind the scenes. Okay? His strengths were behind the scenes. And that's what I feel like Daniel Jr. needs to do. But oh my God, it reminded me of, I don't know, was it this season or last season, American Idol? Because it was a clip that was going around. And Aretha Franklin's granddaughter had got up there auditioning for American Idol. And it was like, because she made it known that she was Aretha Franklin's granddaughter, and they said, that's cute and all, but no. I said, whoo. But mostly what these kids be, in these descendants be needing, they just be needing a little bit of vocal training or, a little honing of the skills, tighten it up a little bit. That's what they need. And maybe you probably had something. So I'm just going to assume that baby boy was just playing around. But if you wasn't, Solange, lock that booth, okay? And only you keep the goddamn key. All right? Moving on from that. You want to know, the Queen of England had her Jubilee, the Platinum Jubilee, that I guess was celebrated for the past 4 days or whatever over the weekend. And, it was a myriad of guests that was there. You had Prince William and Kate. You had Harry and Meghan go over there. To celebrate her, whatever, that's cool. But the news that concerns me is the fact that Alicia Keys was one of the performers that they had over there to perform outside of Buckingham Palace. And a lot of people were confused as to, one, why she was over there, and as for two, the song choice. Okay. So, yeah, you can sing your hits or whatever, even though, they had a little issue with the fact that she did do, like, Girl on Fire and what else? Superwoman. I don't know. I don't know when this happened. Like, did them two come before or after Mama got up there and sang Empire State of Mind? Because this is for New York. I said, ma'am, we in London town. You can't do that. At least change the words. She was like, they said, listen, she got up there singing, this is for New York. And then, it was like, she saw how the crowd kind of reacted, so she changed it New York to London. This is for London. I said, no, man, that was one song. I know that's one of your most popular hits. okay, that you was featured on, but you can't sing that at every occasion. You gotta read the room, all right? You are in London singing about New York for Queen Elizabeth Jubilee. Okay, no, it just didn't fit. And then they had got pissed off at the fact that she said, whenever I'm in New York, London, it reminds me so much of New York. I said, how? Bitch, I would have been offended too. Because I'm trying to understand. Girl, I just wanted to put that in there. It's just a little chuckle. I said, girl, you can't please everybody. And speaking of can't please everybody and somebody that needs to move the fuck on. Listen, now, I'm here for everybody trying to, when they feel like they've been done wrong, when they feel like property has been stolen, copyrighted, all that stuff or whatever, infringed upon, I'm here for it, especially when you can definitively prove it and it's clear as fucking day. Especially when, black creators get their shit stolen from other creators, and y'all know what I'm talking about when I say other creators, okay? And y'all can prove that shit, and you get your justice on that, and you keep on their heads until they get your shit back and your knowledge and all that stuff. Nikki Gilbert on this hand, baby girl, I cannot stand by your ass, okay? Now, see, I tried to understand what this situation was with this P Valley versus Nikki Gilbert, or I should say Nikki Gilbert versus P Valley. All right. Now, I told y'all, like, probably this been going on for the past 2, maybe 3 years, okay? That soon as P Valley season 1 came up, it was like literally right afterwards. Right afterwards, that's when Nikki came out. Okay? And she said something about it ripping off, Soul's Kitten Cabaret. And I was like, nobody really paid no attention to it. Nobody really paid no attention. But with the fact that it was so much, hype around season 2 and, us concerned like when the fuck is coming, okay, that's when she started going in a little bit more, started talking about the court, putting out a video, talk about, oh, they had similarities. She pulled up with this red suitcase, and she also had a red briefcase. She had this, and I said, girl, if you don't get your ass out of here. Now, see, Nikki, I tried. I really tried to see what you was trying to see. And I said, no, at this point, you being delusionally petty. All right. It is 100% possible for people to have similar ideas, but not the same. And I feel at this point, you are nitpicking it. You are nitpicking it, and you are doing anything. And people don't give a fuck because she has been tweeting about this shit. And when I tell you the tweets that she tweets get less than 5 retweets or 2 favorites on Twitter, and she has a blue check, oh, no, nobody give a fuck. And I hate that for her. I hate that for her because, listen, what if she do got a real case? We just don't care because of the way that she acting. Like, it's like you're saying that you don't want to tear a person down, but that's exactly what you're trying to do. And I'm pretty sure if they would have found some similarities, if they would have found that Katori and them ripped you off for whatever reason, this old ass Soul Kitten Cabaret. Now, I done seen the cabaret, bitch. I done seen what she talking about, and it's I don't see the similarities. I really don't see the similarities that she is talking about, okay? Because Soul Kitten Cabaret, to be honest, is not an original idea. She's not the only person that has done something that's just like that or have a similar premise. Some, goody two-shoe, sheltered girl or boy comes to the big city and they get involved and they get turned out a little bit. That's basically what Soul Kitten Cabaret is. That's basically what P Valley is. And that's basically what a lot of other things have been. Okay? That's what a lot of other things have been. So I'm just sitting here like, to be honest, Nikki, your idea and your shit ain't original either. If you want to be 100% technical like that and nitpick. But at the same time, we would be on your side if you showed us some substantial proof. And you have yet to do that to convince us to be like, oh yeah, they took from you for real, like everything. Word for word. Dialogue, clothing, situation, hairstyle, all of that shit. All that shit. I get it, girl. I get it. I see the scene, the word for word play. Okay? And that ain't even it. That's not it. And what really pissed me off now with that is the fact that she kept on saying, because let me finish my other thought. I'm pretty sure they would have stopped it They would have put a conjunction on it, an injunction on it, or whatever, and stopped it. If they really found some proof, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, if they would have found some proof behind what Nicki is saying, that they did rip her off and did not give her any money or anything for it. They stole her property. You know what I'm saying? But they have not done that. And Stars is a big network. So, of course, they're not going to have no shit like that going on. Okay? Like, come on. And then you get up here making videos and also making tweets about the fact that they premiered it on June 3rd, which is your mother's death date. The day that your mother died. And I'm saying this with no offense, no shade, and not trying to be insensitive at all. But I hate the way that she is doing this, because now I feel like this is a new low. You trying to make people feel some type of way about the whole the people behind P Valley that put it up there, the director, the writer, all that shit behind it. And then you throw up in there, because now you're not getting the attention that you needed from the actual case you trying to bring to court. So let me rile them up a little bit more by adding a little bit of spice by saying, oh, and they premiered that shit on my mama's death day. The day my mama died, they got the nerve to premiere season 2 on the day my mama died. As if they did that shit on purpose. As if they knew that your mama was even dead. No offense. Like, why would you play? Why are you playing on shit like that? You playing on people's feelings, you playing on people's emotions and shit like that, and then you playing with your own mama. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? What point are you trying to make? Like, they literally opened up their book and said, okay, since Nicki doing this, how can we stick it to her? Oh, let's premiere it on her mother's date that she died. No, baby. Okay, and I find that sick. I find that sick and disgusting, Nicki. All right, like, don't do that. You need to move on. And if it is a case that you have to, take it to the courts and let the courts figure it out. Because public opinion, putting it out there, everybody already got their mind made up. We watching P Valley. We watching it. We've been waiting for it. We're not gonna stop. Oh, that's sad, you know. And some people don't even fucking like you no more, Nicki, because of how you were on. People petty. They still can't let go of how you was when you was on R&B Diva. Here's what it is, mama. I need you to get that shit together, okay? Okay. Moving on from that, y'all heard about the Indianapolis Children's Museum who had the watermelon salad for Juneteenth? And then have the nerve to say, well, this is what the cook said that they eat for Juneteenth. I said, what? And then the red is to represent the red fruits and stuff for Juneteenth. I said what the red's supposed to be for Africa, the red stripe up in the African flag. Is that what it is? I mean, there's multiple goddamn flags up in Africa because there's multiple countries. So which are you talking about? I said, bitch, stop fucking playing with me. But, you know, some people want to think that they're reaching, people are reaching by saying, no, that's fucked up that you get the watermelon salad or whatever. But it's literally salad with green lettuce and then some watermelon, and it's called watermelon salad for Juneteenth. And I don't think that people are reaching, you know, because I know we've come a long way, but to a lot of people, especially a lot of black folks, when you associate chicken and watermelon together, or watermelon, watermelon, you know, and you put it with black folks, some people automatically go to, you know, slavery and you know, racism and all that shit, because that's the connotation that it gives. That's the connotations that it gives for some people still, and it's understandable, you know. So I'm not gonna say people are reaching, you know, and especially when it's a black holiday, and then the one thing that you can think of is watermelon. Why you always associate black people with watermelon and chicken? Everybody else eat watermelon and chicken too. God damn. You gonna put some watermelon out when it's some other Heritage Month? Okay, like what? It's just it's weird, but they took it off and they apologized, of course, because of the backlash. Did y'all hear about that Texas woman? I know y'all saw the video because the video been on Twitter for the past couple of days. The lady that was throwing her ex-boyfriend ashes, mama's ashes over the bridge into the water, into the river, whatever, all because he cheated on her. He cheated on me, so I got rid of his mama. I threw her out there in the river and all that shit. And I'm sitting here like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And if that damn shit would have happened to her, she know damn well she would have went the fuck off and would oh, excuse me, and said that he messed up for doing some stuff like that or whatever, you don't do nothing like that because mama ain't had nothing to do with it. Mama ain't had nothing to do with it just because he cheated. He cheated, okay, you get your shit and you move the fuck on if it's that it have hurt you that bad. I don't like it when people destroy people's property just because they're hurt, just because they got cheated on, just because the relationship ended, just because you found out some fucked up shit. That's dumb because at the end of the day, it can come back on your ass and you can get charged for it and either get thrown in jail for and still have to pay to replace that shit. It is the stupidest thing ever. And then it still ain't gonna take away from the fact that, yeah, he still cheated on you. She still left your ass. She did this or he did that. It's not gonna take away from it. You just damage some property that can be replaced. But it's not gonna take and then you're gonna be like, and y'all be filming. You don't have to film everything. Y'all be getting y'all sales caught up. But she got arrested for that shit though. She got arrested and she got charged with the abuse of a course after she confessed in a text message to throwing his mama in the water. I said, not down by the river. I was about to say, mama was born down the river and she came right back. Oh my God, let me stop. That's fucked up. That is fucked up because I would have beat the brakes off that bitch. I would have beat the brakes off that bitch. Okay, but moving on from that, you know what I'm tired of? Can we just stop talking about Nick Cannon and giving him attention? Because at this point, Nick Cannon is going to be what Nick Cannon is going to be. Nick Cannon was on Angela Yee's podcast and basically said that celibacy shit, oh yeah, it lasts about a month, like in October or whatever, till a little bit in December. Okay, at the end of October, maybe at the beginning of December, like a month and a half or whatever. It lasted that long because, you know, his son remember when his baby boy died, the twin, and he was depressed over that. So, you know, women was coming up to him throwing pussy at him, so therefore he had to take it because he was depressed. That's the only way that he knew how to, you know, get through it. I said, so you use your baby dying as a reason to break celibacy and to fuck around and to then fuck around with no condom because he did say, oh yeah, it might be a whole bunch of other babies coming up. I said, you know what? I can't because even if you believe in that no condom type of stuff or you believe that the woman, bitch, I don't believe when anybody says whether you woman, man or not. No, you don't know if these people did y'all go to the doctor together? Did y'all go to the doctor together and make sure that the STD panel is negative? Because even if you're fucking without a condom and she is on birth control, that is not stopping any one of y'all to be passing STDs to each other. And that on anything would scare me. Okay, yeah, a baby, yes, but a STD and get one of the ones that you can't get rid of. Y'all don't care about that, Dick? That's irresponsible as fuck. And what example are you fucking sending to your kids? Especially your sons and your daughter. Wow, you're sending negative examples and messages to both your kids, all of your kids. I was about to say both, but nigga, it's like 2 times 5 at this point because baby mama number whatever who had the twins, she pregnant again and most likely it's his baby. Mind you, his other girl, Bree, that he just had, she posting all this stuff with him. They was all booed up or kissing and shit like that. And they said, you know, Abby, the one with the twins, she done came out and said that she pregnant again. I said, you know the fuck what? And I know Nick the daddy. I know Nick the daddy. I know it. I just know it. It is sad. And people like, well, this and that. No, he financially, he gonna be post soon. He gonna work himself into an early grave because he working so much so that he can secure and have a good, so them kids can be taken care of. Because as soon as he stop doing what he need to do, I got a feeling that them women ain't nothing gonna stop them from trying to take his ass to court and put him on child support. And then his finances really gonna fucking be drained. Okay? Because as sooner later than never, sooner than later, one of them motherfuckers gonna be awoken and be like, you know what, it's kind of fucked up that I allowed this to happen. It's kind of fucked up that he keep on doing this. Let me do something about it. Let me hurt his pockets. Let me put him on child support. Let me do this. Let me do that. You just never know. And then the women that's lying down willingly, unprotected with Nick, y'all dumb as shit too. Y'all to blame as well. Okay? Y'all, ugh. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I pray for the kids. I really do. Moving on from that, congratulations to the cast of the Black Lady Sketch Show. They have been renewed for season 4. I don't know if y'all seen season 3 that was on HBO and it recently just went on. And if you haven't, it's understandable because they did not do any promotion for it. And I was like, that's kind of fucked up. And then they changed the time slot from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I said, now why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's another black show on HBO that I watch that's on currently this season. And their second season is called Pause with Sam J. And they did no promotion for that either. They did no promotion for that either, and they pushed it back to the 10 o'clock slot. I said, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. They trying to take them out. But you know what? People showed up and got it renewed for a 4th season. But anyway, just wanted to let y'all know that. Nene Leakes, she said, baby, listen. Miss Wifey girl, that's our man. Okay, we sister wives in this bitch because I ain't still nobody's husband. I ain't still nobody's shit. And I ain't got nothing to worry about it. And honestly, I wouldn't even worry about it. Like, the wife just don't make sense with this man. If you, like everybody been saying, why are you trying to sue the mistress when it's your man's responsibility? Your man pursue her. Your husband, I should say, pursue her. Sue his ass. I said, girl, get the fuck up out of here with this shit. What? Oh, okay, that's still the same thing. Lil Nas X is coming for BET and basically said fuck BET. And you know, some people feel some type of way because he said that, and I honestly don't. I don't have a gripe with BET, but I see what's going on. He in his feelings a little bit because he was snubbed. He was snubbed for a BET nomination, but yet you nominate Jack Harlow, a white boy. Okay, a white boy that album isn't even good, and in the song, and you nominated him off of popularity. That's what you nominated him for, okay? And no one is as popular as Lil Nas was when his album was out and all of that stuff. And he did have one of the top songs out with Industry Baby, okay? You could have nominated him for at least one award, but you didn't. But you didn't. And then you do Jack Harlow, who just came out, and he get nominated as many times as he probably did. Like that, I would feel some type of way too. You know, he definitely was snubbed. Lil Nas X has a right to feel the way that he feels because we know exactly the reason why he has gotten snubbed. And I don't even have to say it, okay? Because then somebody gonna be like, "Oh, y'all being sensitive, y'all being." No, it's not no being sensitive. It's being factual. Because if the BET actually played music videos these days during the day in the current music videos, Lil Nas X videos wouldn't be played. 9 out of 10 Saucy Santana videos wouldn't be played either. And we all know the common denominator in that, or the common factor in that. We get it. We get it. But moving on from that, update to the little situation and story that I told y'all about the Chrisleys. The Chrisleys. Oh my God, y'all. Baby, they going to jail. I talked about this at the end of last week with somebody, his business partner, got up on the stand and outed Ty Chrisley about having a relationship with him for a year or whatever. But baby, I told you they was being charged with, they was on trial for bank fraud. Girl, what is it? A whole bunch of shit. Tax evasion, all of that stuff. Let me just read to you what they did and what they just got found guilty of. I said, bitch, and these are fair charges, girl. So that's automatically jail time. And ain't that what that mean? Ain't that what that mean? This ain't no regular shit. This is like fair time. Oh my God, that's fucked up. And then I see people talking about some, oh, because they white or whatever, they're just gonna get off or whatever. You know, probably like some little house arrest or little probation. No, this is fair time. This is tax evasion. And we done seen a lot of celebrities go to jail for fucking tax evasion. Plus fraud. Oh my God, no, they definitely doing some time, and it carries up to 30 years, okay? Up to 30 years in jail, which make me mad because I actually like the show, the Chrisleys Know Best. That's my goddamn show. That's my white pleasure. You know what I'm saying? That's my white guilty pleasure show that I watch, you know? It says, listen. Reality stars and former Georgia residents Todd and Julie Chrisley were found guilty on all counts of bank fraud and tax evasion by a federal jury on Tuesday in downtown Atlanta. The jury began deliberating on Friday afternoon and returned the verdict on Tuesday afternoon. A sentencing hearing will be set at a later date. They convicted Todd Chrisley of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the U.S., and tax fraud. Julie Chrisley was convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the U.S., tax fraud, and wire fraud. The former attorney, Peter Tarantino, was convicted of conspiracy to defraud the U.S. and willfully filing false tax returns. They could face up to 30 years in prison. The trial began 3 weeks ago. Federal prosecutor who indicted the Chrisleys couple in 2019 said that the Chrisleys deliberately swindled at least $30 million from community banks from 2007 to 2012 by inflating their net worth to get loans, purposely targeting smaller banks that did less due diligence than larger ones. Then Todd Chrisley filed for bankruptcy in 2012, erasing $20 million in loan debt. The prosecuting attorney, Annalise Peters, I said, bitch, not Annalise, girl, alleges that they then actively hid millions they made from the reality show, which began in 2014. So they was frauding the government way before the reality show came about. And you dummies went on ahead and agreed to do a reality show and then continue to fuck up the money on the reality show. You are now in the public eye. And what have we always said? If you're going to do dirt like this, why do you sign on to do a reality show? Because they gonna dig into your shit. They gonna really dig into your shit. Whether it's the regular people or the fucking government. We've seen this with the Real Housewives. And speaking of Real Housewives, Jen Shaw, baby girl, we ain't forgot about her. She got an interview coming up with Up and Adam, the dude that did the Fallon Gobadia interview. Okay? He got an interview coming up with her, I think, tomorrow. And I'm going to be watching that. But, on YouTube, you know. I said, why would you do that? You put the focus on you by being up in public. Being just dumb. Then, they said, he actively hid millions they made from the reality show, which began in 2014, as well as $500,000 in taxes Todd owed in 2009. They allege that the couple actively evaded taxes going back to 2009. They made 7 Seas Production, a company that the Chrisleys created after the reality show began, was entirely under Julie's name, so that the IRS couldn't access the income to reduce the $500,000 that Todd owed in 2009. All I hear is jail. Jail. And I hear more than 2 years. And if they don't get no time, oh no. It's going to I like them, but y'all got to pay the piper. Y'all got to pay the piper. The only one that I'm concerned about is what's going to happen with baby Chloe, okay? She's the victim in all of this. Get my sister out of there, okay? But moving on from that, the last thing I want to talk about, Amanda Seales. Ma'am, I liked her at one point. I even liked her character on Insecure. But I don't like her as a person right now because she can do too much. She is a smart person, and when she's right, I'm 100% with her. But there are some times that she annoys the fuck out of me. And this is one time, okay? She gets in her feelings because the last episode of The Real, I guess, aired, and I guess they mentioned and put in like a thumbnail, whatever, all the past hosts that have been on the show, that have been on the show for a while. You know, they put the original 5, which was Tamar, Lonnie, Tamara, Adrian, and what the girl name? The one Jenny Mai. And then they also put Garcelle, okay? Because Garcelle, for the past couple of seasons or so, she has been the permanent host on, The Real. She's upset because they did not include her in it or in the little, I guess, send-off or whatever the fuck it is. Now, if y'all go back and y'all look, first of all, Amanda Seales should have never been on The Real. That's one. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Amanda Seales dumbed herself down to be on The Real. Okay? And she was too much for them to take on The Real because she was uber intelligent for that show. Okay? That wasn't the show for her. She needs to be on a show that's going to challenge her intelligence. Okay? That's what she needs to be. She needs to be on a news show or whatever. You know, fighting for black people rights and stuff like that. Because The Real is just not it. They fluff. That's what it's for. And so whatever issues that was going on behind the scenes or with the other co-hosts or whatever, she decided not to come back. She decided not to come back. I don't even know if she was on there for a full season, but she decided not to come back. Okay? Keep that in mind. Then once she gets off, she just kept on trashing the show. She trashed the show. She shaded the show multiple times. When it came out that the show was canceled, she was shading the fuck out of the show. And now you're upset and in your feelings because you wasn't included in the send-off package. Bitch, I wouldn't put your ass in there either. And then somebody was talking about it's the network responsibility. They should still just go ahead and put her in there. No. You shaded me, which is on this network, okay? No, I'm not finna reward bad behavior, okay? And then you might say, well, they put Tamar in there because Tamar was an original member. Tamar helped start that whole thing. And also, yes, Tamar had issues with the show and the ladies, but Tamar and the ladies have made up. They resolved their issues. They talked it out. They're now following each other on Instagram. They're commenting on each other's stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're good. They're good. They realized that all of this shit was a big misunderstanding. And if you even go back, it really wasn't Tamar that was saying a lot of shit directly about the show. It was the fans that was making more of a stink and saying all the negative shit about it. You know, on behalf of Tamar, because Tamar really wasn't saying it. She probably said something here and there, but it wasn't a lot coming out of her. She was just letting the fans talk. But they resolved their issues, like grown up, eventually. You know what I'm saying? They cleared the air. You literally till the very last fucking day was shading them things and talking shit about them, and you expected to be a part of the package. Amanda, grow up. Grow up. You can't do fucked up things to a person and expect them to want to include you in shit and then be upset when they don't. Like, come on. Let's stop that. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel, okay? I'm going to get off of here. I'm about to chill out. Ooh, it's kind of late. And I'll see y'all later. All right. I hope y'all have the rest of y'all day. I wish somebody fill y'all tank up with a whole bunch of gas. I wish for the prices to go down. I wish for the weather to just stay steady, stay beautiful, stay peaceful. I wish y'all to have fun. I wish y'all safety. And I wish y'all love. I really do. Because it is hard out here, bitch. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Friend Zone podcast. I have not shouted them out in a couple of weeks, but they shouted me out twice, okay? 2 weeks ago, shout out to Dustin. He shouted my channel out, on the Friend Zone podcast. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I love him so much. Dustin, friend, hey, and Asante. And then Dustin shouted out one of my tweets that I tweeted about, Carrie, when Carrie Hilson was performing at that private event at somebody's basement, and I called her Miss 5G because that's what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh yeah. And prayers go out to Kid Fury. If you listen to the Read podcast and Crystal and Kid Fury, he's going through some mental health stuff. Mentally, he's not all the way there, and they had to take a pause for the podcast. And if you listen to their last episode that they came out last week, baby, it broke me down because a few of us been there. I haven't been there to that extent, but feeling like not motivated and depression and just not wanting to do certain things anymore. It's just a lot, and I really pray for him. I really pray for him. But I hope you guys do well. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you guys later. Peace.